an actor par excellence and the heartthrob of millions. Ladies and gentlemen, members of the media, if you will, please join me in welcoming none other than Hrithik Roshan.
Thank you. Hello, everyone. Thank you. Why? Because we have been conditioned since birth that it is something to feel embarrassed about. And that is what we need to stamp out. We need to stamp out that stigma. We need to set ourselves free. We need to educate people. My congratulations to Neerja and her daughter Ananya for this incredibly noble initiative. Thank you, and it could not have been more timely because I genuinely feel that mental health is a factor that is going to have an enormous influence on our future. As a society, I think we are going into like a danger zone, if I may say, where mental health is concerned. I have chosen to be associated with this cause because I have seen this problem from very close quarters. I have an understanding of the jubilation when you understand that it's not your fault and the fact that it can be cured. And when I say cure, when I'm saying this, I'm not really talking about a big illness. It could be really small. It could be, you could be depressed for no reason. You can't understand what the reason is. And you need to talk about it. So thank you for making me a part of this. The greatest challenge that the experts and the doctors have in this field is of creating awareness, is of stamping out that stigma, which is why I have chosen to be associated with this, because if my presence can help take this message to a few more people, I will be very, very happy. Thank you for giving me this opportunity, and we have a little film that I shot, which I think we can play. So, through my journey, I already was living with these questions, and I wanted to do something about it. When Neerja approached me, I was, very, very. So, does that answer your question? How do you manage to come out of it? And that's the time when you need an objective point of view. You need a third person, a second person, to look at you and say that this is what is happening to you, because you lose awareness at that time. So, which is why, it's very, very important to have a platform, to have an outlet. Yeah. I just want to add one more thing, is that, being vulnerable is what makes us humane. Being a human being is being vulnerable. So do not feel afraid. Do not feel that you are weak or that it makes you a lesser or a weaker person than the other person standing next to you. It's our vulnerabilities which make us humane. Thank you.
Please pass the mic there. Thank you.
Hrithik, hi. Hrithik.
Sorry guys, that was my son.
Thank you, Hrithik. Thank you, members of the media, for your questions.